Well, went just 2-3 yesterday with the Power 5, but still 10 of the last 14 days. This show has delivered a profit. And the great thing is that all these winners are free. How about going ahead and smashing that like button? It is your support that keeps all this great content on WagerTalk TV free of charge. While I went just 2-3 on the show yesterday, should be pointed out, my lone client release at WagerTalk.com with 3% on Colorado, who is an underdog. That one's 7-2. That means I'm 4-1 overall the last 2 days at WagerTalk with client releases, up 36.6 units since February 19th. Be sure to hop on board, wt.buzz/BP. Now it's time to roll through the 5 free winners for Friday. All 60 Major League Baseball and NBA teams are in action today. Isn't that fun? We're going to start 7:05 Eastern with the Braves and Rays. Early money has poured in on the over here. Wind is expected to be blowing straight out at George Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. Remember, I've talked about this before. The Rays are playing their home games this year at the Yankees Spring Training Stadium. Tampa gave up 11 runs yesterday to the Angels, including 6 homers. This total for this game, I mentioned the early money is coming on the over. Well, the totals moved from 8 to 9. I would still play the over, but no higher than 9. I think you can also consider a play on Tampa's team total of 4.5. Play the over, obviously, on that. They'll be facing Bryce Elder, who has a 6.54 ERA going back to the start of last season. The home run ball has been a problem for Elder, which could be even a bigger problem today with the wind blowing out. Plus, Elder has walked an average of 3.2 batters per 9 innings, so there could be some runners on. Meanwhile, Rays starter Taj Bradley, he's allowed a total of 6 runs his first 2 starts. This could be a spot where the Braves bats finally get going. Over 9 is the official play. Number 2, I like the under 8 in Red Sox White Sox, 7:40 Eastern at Rate Field, one of the lousier names in Major League Baseball of a stadium. But we got 2 pretty questionable starters going here. I understand that. Sean Newcomb for Boston, Davis Martin for Chicago. But here's the thing, guys. I don't think either of these 2 lineups can take advantage of any subpar pitcher. The Red Sox coming off a series with Toronto where they scored a grand total of 8 runs in 4 games. And that was with 2 of the 4 games going in extra innings. Then the White Sox, well, they've been held to 3 runs or fewer in 9 of their 12 games this season. So runs should be scarce on the south side tonight. Under 8 is the play. Number 3, Tigers Twins, 8:10 Eastern in Minnesota. I like the Twins on the money line. They should be around minus 115 for this matchup. Now, it has not been a good start to the season at all for the Twins. They lose 3-2 yesterday in Kansas City, just 4-9 on the season now. Scored just 9 runs in those 4 games at KC. But back home this weekend, David Festa getting the start tonight after being called up from AAA. Seems like a tough spot for the right-hander, facing a Tigers team that's 5-1 its last 6 games. But all 6 of those games were played in Detroit, 3 of them against the White Sox. So let's not go printing the AL Central pennant just yet for the Tigers. Reese Olson starting for them today in 19 innings last season against the Twins. He allowed 19 hits and 7 walks in 19 innings pitched. So it seems pretty fortunate, at least to me, that he allowed only 9 runs in those games. I think the Twins get on track tonight. Number 4, let's go late night with the Mets and Athletics, 10:05 Eastern in Sacramento. Athletics a short home dog here. I'm going to take them. Mets just had a 16 win streak snapped on Wednesday. I think starter Griffin Canning may struggle a bit with the unfamiliar surroundings of this minor league park, which has been producing a ton of runs thus far. Canning has typically not been a guy to record a lot of strikeouts, so that could harm him as well. Now, A's starter J.P. Sears has yet to pitch here in Sacramento either, but his first 2 starts, both on the road, he went 6+ innings, allowed 3 or fewer runs both times. That includes an outing at Coors Field, so he's pitched at hitter-friendly conditions before. I like the A's again as a short dog. That is 4 free winners for you in Major League Baseball for Friday. If you want my 4% best bet, then head on over to wt.buzz/BP. Again, 4-1 overall the last 2 days. Up 36.6 units since February 19th. We cashed Colorado yesterday. Time for another live dog tonight. Yes, that 4% best bet is an underdog on the money line. Speaking of live dogs, let me give you one in the NBA. Toronto plus 11 at Dallas. Yes, the Mavericks still have a chance to move into 9th place in the Western Conference, which means they'd host Sacramento in the first game of the play-in tournament. Of course, the Mavs would not only need to win that, but a second game as well to make the playoffs. So they should, theoretically, be motivated here to beat a Raptors team that has nothing to play for. However, it's kind of a letdown spot for the Mavs, isn't it? They just lose it here at home to Luka Doncic and the Lakers. That was an emotional situation. Bottom line, Dallas has failed to cover the number in 5 straight games. No way they should be laying double digits to anybody, especially a Toronto team that is a very profitable 48-31-1 ATS this season. All right, how about recap time for the Power 5 for Friday? Number 1, we like the over 9 in Braves Rays. Number 2, we like the under 8 in Red Sox White Sox. Number 3, Twins money line against the Tigers should be around minus 115. Number 4, the they're not the Oakland A's anymore, just the Athletics plus 120 at home against the Mets. Number 5, Toronto in the NBA, Toronto plus 11 at Dallas. Go ahead, comment down below with your thoughts on those plays. Also, don't forget about that special offer for the NBA playoffs. Mark Zinno and I, the 2 Morning Wager co-hosts, have teamed up for a deal 2-for-1. You can get all of our NBA plays from the play-in tournament through the NBA Finals for just $225. That's every NBA play from Mark and I for 2 months. Go get it now, WT.buzz/BP. That's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed the show. Remember to click subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're very close to 200,000 subscribers here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. I've mentioned that all week long. It pays to be one of them. Until next time, let's catch some tickets.